Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number 2, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Back to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation?
He's got a man complete. 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
2nd and 11. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And his throw is incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Mitchell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 1. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the LA Rams. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this one too low. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down 33 yards out. And then yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Reynolds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the try here for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The football going back over to Arizona now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Pressure comes and down he goes. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, it's Mitchell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And out of bounds right around the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Sunday night.
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They shakes him off. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. 3rd down here. Street's got it, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A toss left side. Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
He'll drop to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late, as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. His kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time. On play action, they'll throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Second and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sims. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll check this down to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the 2nd half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Fights off the defender. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw now on 1st down. Again, he finds more. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. McCaffrey on the counter. Down right around the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Carolina, they climbed to 6-2.